Hello everyone. So today we are going to look at Attack Defense Pen Tester Academy, one of the challenges. Not really a challenge because you get a walkthrough, so it's very good from that perspective. You can see that it's at Attack Defenders attackdefense.pentesteraacademy.com. We are going to look at this command injection lab today. So you don't need to pay anything for this. You can just log in with your Google login, and you can give your Gmail user ID and password, and it will allow you to run at least the free labs. So what we are going to do is once we are here, we will just click on run, and this should give us a lab link. Now what you also get is basically you can see the lab walkthrough video here, and you also get a lab manual which you can just click on. It will download the lab manual for you. I'll quickly download this and show you how this looks like. So this is the lab walkthrough PDF, where it shows you basically walkthrough of the whole process of how you can exploit this vulnerability. These are pretty good labs. I definitely recommend them. I recommend you using them. So if you don't want to use walkthrough, you don't have to watch the walkthrough, and you can try it on your own. So as you can see, the lab is already ready. You can also look at the videos. They have a video walkthrough of the whole process if you want to look at the video walkthrough. So let's get into this. So now when I click on lab link, I should be taken to a Kali machine, and while it is loading the Kali machine, let me also copy the link which we have to exploit. So as you can see here, it is a serverless architecture, and okay, let me increase the font for it. Serverless architecture is said to be more secure compared to traditional architectures. However, this does not mean attacks cannot be performed on it. So in this lab, we are going to learn how a vulnerable Lambda function can be leveraged to perform privileged operation. Here it says identify a command injection vulnerability, leverage it to get hold of the temporary access credentials, and interact with it and interact with the S3 buckets on the AWS account. And they have given the URL. We will copy this URL. We'll need this. And once we have this URL, we can go into our Kali Linux. And basically how you can copy paste to this machine. And the trick is you can press Control, Shift and Alt. This will bring up this side panel where you can paste your URL, and then you can click on this text input, and that's it. The URL is now copied onto the browser based VM that we are seeing here, right? So now let's go into our browser. And we'll do paste and go. This should take us to page as we saw there, and we will open our burp suite to see what is happening. We will quickly click on next. This is community version, so we should be able to do what we want to do. See how the website looks like and what it is trying to do. We will go to this proxy tab. This is on intercept. I don't like intercept right now, so I will just put it on non-intercept mode, and we will go to HTTP history tab, and then we will just simply click any file and try to drag and drop here, and this gives us an error, and it would have helped if I had gone the one add-on that I clicked on Firefox just now is Foxy Proxy. Foxy Proxy allows you to change the proxy quickly. Otherwise, you can always go to preferences, and in preferences you can go to network and then change it from there. But Foxy Proxy allows you to configure multiple proxies that you can quickly change for the browser. So as you can now see here, it says burp for just for the fungies. And once we do that, we immediately see a request in burp in the burp window, which is besides us. Now here you can take this request and send it to repeater. Let's see what the request looks like, and then we can play around with it. So once we have this, we can quickly click on send and see the response. Okay. So while it is doing its thing, we will also need this URL, and we will copy it into a terminal. I want to play around with this on terminal, so we will just do curl and do a paste of this. Should have my URL, so I should be able to do a curl of this, and we can see that we get a response. Now we can see that it's basically doing a curl API file and then a name of the file, right? So I can do a readme again, and then in the data it is sending the actual file. So I will send something here, doesn't matter what we send here, this will be the contents of the file. Slow for network, but that's okay. So minus D is sending it in data side, and we get a response. Let me increase the font size here a little bit, and we can actually put an echo here so that we can see the error more clearly. So we get an error saying that this specific name, temporary public image store, then the date time -readme, it was not able to put.